Girls maturing. Boys maturing. Why are people into anime like this? Weird and creepy. This person was actually found, self-identified actually, against all odds, was a girl, in the trunk. Dr. Livesey walking 10 hours, when you kill the giant mouse that was scaring you at Disney World. Tapeworms removed from a dog. Time to show this vid to my little cousins on how pasta is made, all natural. Whoa, from learning about the simulation. Kristen doesn't know the future and didn't come to tell you how this is going to end. They came to tell you how it's going to begin. Kristen is going to show these sims a world you didn't want them to see. A world without motives. A world without whims or aspirations. A world without you. Guess who just earned themselves a doorless room? Georgia man kept deceased mother in freezer 4 years for casual shreks. That is one cold mother ducker. It's racist to point this out. You should think about how this might make an African American feel. What? He can have plastic if he wants. It might be part of his culture. Again. What? Caught a mouse, and it gave birth inside the trap. Yeah, rodents will give birth early when stressed, and then usually cannibalize the babies. Packed snacks. We were all busy that week. Please release Concord again. I'm a proud homeless non-binary gay living on the streets of California, and my transgender dog, he thinks he is a cat, ate my PC cords and I wasn't able to play this masterpiece called Concord. Please relaunch the game so I can play and fight against all these bigotry Nazi gamers that didn't want to spend their money in this incredible gay activism game. Went to space for a bit. Then, I guess I'm a dad now. You're welcome. Bro, look. Freezer got natural lipstick, eyeliner, nail polish, manners, and thick thighs. I don't blame Yamcha, not gonna lie. But seriously, ain't she like genetically modified to be stronger and more resistant? I think she can take it without dying, lol. Bro, why the duck, you know that? I know she's enhanced like Captain America, but through a different enhancing process. She must be pretty resistant to stretching as well. By the way, her enhancing stuff rendered her infertile, so the Hulk can inflate her like a balloon without getting little Hulks. How am I supposed to go to work when I wake up like this? Breakfast in bed. Me when the apocalypse starts, but then I remember that my Buzz Lightyear flashlight is still at home. How did you misspell flashlight? Can't even joke your shit in peace anymore, dog. God, I don't even have a PP. Shit, my bad. Can't even flick the bean in peace. Dad, that's not how you talk to humans. What does this say? The image shows text that appears to be a captcha designed to distinguish human users from bots. The text is distorted to make it challenging for automated systems to read. However, to a human, it should read E3TJ6JLDP. Orchestral Wet Hands in Minor starts playing. Wet Hands in Minor, yeah, that sounds just about like every famous Minecraft YouTuber. Little to me you can't say that. How I look at XX Destroyer 19375XX when he proceeded to say every racial slur possible after I called him noob. And I'll do it again. It's my account. What are the craziest declassified CIA documents? One CIA operative who drew up a plan to have packets of extra large condoms labeled small dropped on USSR. The idea was to lower their morale. The real LPT is to use the box of extra large and fill it with the proper smaller size. So when the Shrek's partner sees the extra large label on the box, they will think your small penis is really large. Whoops, I accidentally dropped my extra large condom for my magnum dong. Literally got flashed looking out my blinds. In Unicom, just came back from making some food and looked out of my blinds to see a girl getting changed with her blinds wide open. Need some company just to keep my mind off of my dick. Oh, flash her back. See how she likes me. I don't think you'll ever experience culture shock while on holiday. The Dutch toilet. As a fellow Dutchman I can say that these toilets are notoriously known for causing so-called bag slappers. This is a rare phenomenon, which can happen when a turd is so solid it stands up straight, only to collapse, hit the balls, and destroy everything in its path. Terrible experience. My collection of bullets found at work. Where the hell does this person work? A school? Do I look Asian? Bro calculates his basketball shots. Vigorously flipped page. Nobody. Teachers when they have to open a new page in a book. Gynecologists after their shift. Bro missed one of the primal evolution updates. What sign time, Mr. Wolf? What exactly is she building? Just found this in my sister's room. Do y'all know what can I do with this? Anything's a dildo, if you are brave enough. MRI photo of my brain. Yes, this is real. 30% resistance to brain cancer. Trans Filipino prostitutes and Thai lady boys clash in huge turf war. Transformers vs Decepticons. Battle of the Bulge. The Bussy Wars. New, largest collection of Funko Pop figures. Guinness World Records. Check his drives. You might find another world record. I don't think it works out very well. Vegans. Lesbians. Using imitation meat to fill a void. Sometimes you want the imitation without dealing with the issues that come with the real thing. As a vegan, that is exactly why I don't suck dick. Uranus has an ice ring. Thank you. I bleached it myself. You too. Blow me. Which two? Well, obviously. Ooh, okay. Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Well, being in the US, I'd have to say that the 2 center mass shots are the problem, because the bullets could have passed through the victim and hit the innocent patriot who is just exercising his Second Amendment rights. I would crash out. She said no in front of my whole family. $1,200. A pain no man should ever have to go through. Assert dominance. Ask her mom out for a date. Okay. If A is for apple, and B is for banana, then what is C for? Plastic explosives. Ha ha ha. Took me a second. So did the bomb. Wondered why my dog wouldn't come when I called him. Then I found this. Caught the dinner. Good boy. Make good product. Too good. Nobody buys new ones because they last so long. Go bankrupt. Tupperware has filed for bankruptcy. Buy a man a fish. He day. Teach fish man. To a lifetime. Did I have a stroke reading this? Miss Switzerland finalist strangled to death, then pureed in a blender by her husband. Probably just misunderstood her when she asked him to make her a smoothie. Me and my wife. We asked a stranger to take a birthday pic, and it looks like an ad for something. Is erectile dysfunction affecting your life? Try our boner pills. What is your deepest darkest secret? In 1996, I was 6 years old and a friend told me that computer mouse balls were worth as much as gold. Stupidly and with no plan, I stole one from the classroom computer. Our teacher got extremely angry, and I got really scared I'd get caught. He had us all leave the room and go in one by one so that whoever stole it could anonymously put it back. I was too scared that somebody might see, so I didn't put it back. The next day, I was going to try to secretly return it, but a kid randomly emptily confessed that he was the one who stole it, and his mom went to the store to buy a new one. I should have taken a stand and said, "No, Kyle, you didn't steal it, I did." 28 years later, Kyle is a stripper at a gay nightclub. A MrBeast crew member was allegedly hospitalized on September 11th after part of a tower at Beast Games collapsed on them while filming. So we have confirmation MrBeast did 9/11. And no, Lois Lane isn't an acceptable answer. You wake up one day and you discover you're Superman. What's the first thing you're going to do? This post has gotten way too many comments glorifying violence on real world people and weirdly specific sexual imagery, and has therefore been locked. I think the takeaway here, it's a good thing Clark Kent is Superman, rather than any of us. The face I give the homeless guy on the bus, who caught me looking at furry femboy porn on my phone knowing nobody will believe him. Furry porn is gross. Look, I'm an animal lover, but I like real dogs. Over $2 million raised for 2-year-old orphan who lost parents in the 4th of July shooting. His parents were gunned down in front of him, and he's apparently rich now. He's well on his way to becoming the next Batman. My father wanted to hit me, so I locked myself inside my room. This is what he did to my door. Here is Johnny. Edit. Thanks to whomever gave me the wholesome award for this. Lol. This is how many years Freddie Mercury should have lived. Well, you really shouldn't be masturbating in public. Look at you and your fancy social skills. Please stop microwaving cup ramen. I have a sneaking suspicion melted ducking styrofoam isn't good for you. Extra flavor. Exact same thought. Adding in Friends to almost anything can make it sound childlike. Stalin and Friends. I saw a Belgian man today. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm praying for you, Anon. My boyfriend's friends turn me on, and I like it. What should I do? Turn yourself off. Doctors of Reddit, what is the coolest disease or condition to die from? Hypothermia. Why do men feel the need to go through things alone? Cause you not gon' do nothing but ask me if I'm okay 47 times. You guys got people asking if you're okay. Oh, she's cheating on you and simping hard for me. For real. Control your woman. I've tried, she's uncontrollable. Cheats with everyone, shaking my head. Even the family dog. Me. Hey Siri, my dad died. Siri, I'm sorry. Do you want me to cheer you up? Me. Tell me a joke. Siri. Knock knock. Me. Who's there? Siri. Not your dad. What's the wildest place you've masturbated in? Turn around. What smells good but shouldn't? I was disgusted to find that the wonderful smelling coffee roaster near my workplace was actually a pet crematorium. No offense, I can't duck, no big girl. Bro, your mama barely even fit in a casket, shut the duck up. Crazy how dudes can hold back tears for a lifetime, but come in 30 seconds. The pressure from the pent up tears pushes the cum out. Have you ever ducked a disabled person? Does it count if they weren't disabled when we started? I had to be circumcised for medical reasons. Did they let you eat the leftover bit afterwards? Oh, I don't want a big fuss of a funeral. I just want to be made into a set of decorative soaps. Imagine scrubbing your asshole with your dad. What a horrible day to be literate. Parents who do OnlyFans, do you worry about your kids finding out? How do you handle that situation? Collaborate. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet dies. 10 random children die. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. What is the best reply to "I ducked your mom"? I wish your mum was worth ducking. Like if all of Asia was just Clash of Clans, and Europe is all Clash Royale, and Africa is all just Heyday, and the USA is Boom Beach. I think the Middle East is Boom Beach. Men. I promise no women finds reckless speeding or driving attractive. Not everything is for the female gaze. Vehicular manslaughter is a form of self-expression. What? Him? What's your body count? Me. For what? Him. People you've slept with. Me. Oh. I thought you saw the basement. Him. What? Me. What? Who said they were different things? What do you think medieval people would have said during Shrek's "Oh God, I'm coming"? I cometh. Teachers, after saying this isn't a beauty salon to a girl applying perfume, can someone tell me the video name in the background? In your opinion, who has the most toxic fan base? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Hitler had a pretty toxic fan base. I was gonna say Beyonce, but I think you got me beat. Hey, hit me. Holy hell, John Fortnite Kennedy. Oh my god. She's not dead, and my erection is gone. Reality is so disappointing. Wait, what? I've been a naughty turtle, haven't I? This is the 2.7mm Colibri, the world's smallest pistol. Because we need more babies to become mass shooters. If you had to legalize a crime, what would it be? Speeding in school zones. America's childhood obesity problem can easily be solved by kids running for their lives to get home. All the senior hitting on them little freshmans. Just graduated, and I still do this. She looks like the type of lady that acts all sweet, but then after she gets criticism she goes home and microwaves a hamster. Did you know? There is a skeleton inside you right now. You don't have a skeleton inside you. You're a brain. You are inside a skeleton. You're piloting a bone mesh that's using meat armor. The first personal ceiling fan. It should be renamed the Tall Enemy Eliminator. A sniper's dream. How are the DMs looking? Caught any creeps yet? Yes. Alright, I'ma contribute. Want to be dominated? Will dominate you. Will ask you to be gentle. Noob. Will defend you in court. Considering they're all minors. I better call Saul. I can't stop farting. Recently I've upped my protein to 160 g a day at 145 BW and I haven't been able to stop farting all day. It's getting to the point where I can't even take a dump because it hurts so much to wipe. Can you fart on me, bro? If you have the ability pee whatever liquid you want, what would you like to pee? Water? Going to visit Africa? Just found out my crush of 7 years is gay. How do I cope? Find someone older. 7 is pretty young to know their sexual orientation. No, I mean I've been liking him for 7 years. Ayo, so you liked him since he was a newborn? This is Garibaldo from Brazil. He may look scary, but he's one of the nicest birds I know. Big Bird, I'm sorry, but Garibaldo looks like he sells orphans. Guys, I think I might be black. Removed. 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 She can hear colors. People have big ears. That's her insecurity. Shh. She might hear you. How the duck porn stars are dying too many. I think some channel might have found the death note. I think you mean the death nut. Whoever I nut to, dies. I cast. Seal foreskin. Whelp. Grabs toothpick. Vegetable corer. And painkillers. Time to make a new hole. 90% of all drug dealers get their drugs from other drug dealers. If God created everything, does that mean he is the ultimate drug dealer? Also all child trafficking. All part of the plan. Men apply body lotion on face and call it skincare. Girls apply filter on face and call it natural beauty. Tags, grave mind break. Tags, infection, undead, zombification, necrophilia, rotten genitals, maggots, vor, wholesome, mother ducker wholesome. If there are some holes, then it's wholesome. Eat like 10 pounds of celery. Wait a day. Eat the hottest angriest wings possible. You'll pile drive that thing out in a tidal wave of celery fiber and violent spicy shits. You'll be like a human potato gun. Your lips are so hot. Have you ever had your makeup smeared? I want you. This woman is married. What a disrespectful thing to say to a woman. Would you say that to someone in person? Yes. You can summon fictional characters and they have to follow your command, and after they failed/succeed in it, they disappear. If I summon the same character the second time, do they remember the thing that they did the first time? No, their memory reset every time you summon them. Hehe. This Japanese restaurant has a vegan version of their noodles, and instead of taking a new photo they just censored out the egg. It's Japanese, it's censored and it's turning me on. Condoms aren't biodegradable. If you care about the planet, have unprotected Shreks. One condom is much less waste than the amount of waste a baby produces. A baby is biodegradable. Do you floss with a mattress? I say I'm coming. but I'll never arrive. You'll believe me, no matter how many times I lie. What am I? My pizza when queso is the delivery guy. Why do I have to have a younger sister? Oh. Why do I have an older sister? Oh. Cause I had no condoms. Your math is no match for my gun, you idiot. Americans in math class be like. Joe Carey from Stranger Things did the same thing. It's actually mind-blowing. Went from Mr. Steal Your Girl to Mr. Kidnap Your Daughter. Tax season hitting me like. Imagine getting hit so hard you turn into an NFT. They cooked a pregnant chicken. Now you have something to put on kids' table. Just snorted a line. Is this normal? I'm pretty sure Bra had to snort ecstasy for his eyes to get like that. Also why the duck his ass so yellow. Hepatitis ass boy. What would be their band name? OBCD. What do you think really happens after death? Your family fights for your belongings. Circumcision for hygiene is like cutting off your ears to prevent earwax, or cutting off your eyelids to prevent eye boogers, or ripping off your nails to prevent dirty nails. I've done zero research or have any expertise, but I feel I can safely say it's just like cutting out your anus to prevent fesses. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Wrong answers only. Malaysian Airlines Flight 103. If you have 11 lemons and 12 kids, how do you split them evenly between all of them? Easy, eat one. Then there are 11 lemons for 11 kids. Then it takes him another 10 questions. Oh man. Back in the day I used Akinator to find new NSFW actresses. LMAO. Just say yes on the is the character porn star and then answer how you want them to look like. Police call an 11-year-old brave after he reported his dad for allegedly selling drugs. Imagine busting a nut just to have that nut one day bust you. Point of view. You're vegan but have to cook your dog's meat. Eating your dog isn't vegan. I wish it was still legal to buy you. You're so pretty. Horses and donkeys are 2 full chromosomes apart and can make offspring. Humans and chimps are only 1 chromosome apart. There have been no real efforts to create offspring with a chimp who's taking one for the team and ducking an ape for science. Humans anyone. Her favorite color was blue, so I blew her up. The first guy to dunk in this league is going to be a legend. 7, 9. Pish, those are rookie numbers. Unless you get dick blisters from the friction, you're not doing it right. It's called lotion, dude. Blister juice worked just fine. Fap arm versus non-fap arm. What profession was once highly respected, but is now a complete joke? President. When I hired you guys, I was kinda expecting cool lasers and spaceships. The real power was slavery all along. Girlfriend helps disabled boyfriend to enjoy the view. I was waiting for her to push him over the edge. Ladies, please just hear me out. My wife pointed out to me that the little flashlight is newer, aka younger, lol. Wake up now. Why would you take the entire belt off, dipshit? It's a surprise tool that will help us later. If you were to pick one of these 3 to be your girlfriend, who would it be? Haley, because she a ride or die type. But if she's not willing to ride, you're going to die. True, but it might be worth it if I can get sniff of her panties. What interaction did we have with the Japanese that made them think Americans look like this? I can think of a couple mushroom clouds that look pretty similar. Describe your with a song name. Bloody Stream. We have updated our privacy policy. Won't stop me from jerking off. Your ex called you and said I still love you. Your last saved meme is your reaction. Not gonna lie, if my ex called and said that, I'd be very afraid cause she died last year. But, Lord knows I'd smash. Me, minding my own business. Getting out of the shower. My wife. Your wife does. that when I get out of the shower too. Gotta keep a closer eye on her. Busy girl. Well, luckily for me, your mother is always available. My mom. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite me after accidentally sleeping loose. Please tell me, what is that thing? Is it a real animal? Yes, that is real. And stop calling them animals just because they are of a different skin color. That's racist and dehumanizing. And the other one is a wolf eel. What are you doing on Valentine's Day? Me, I'm going to work because it's a Friday. I wanted to buy a sweet new shotgun, but I have to wait cause buying it on that day would be awkward as duck. One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Jito if he had Gojo's powers. Fax my monkey. Spit your shit indeed. Found a wren in my M&Ms. Had to be the brown one, huh? Oh, I have a mommy kink. So, I'm supposed to act like your mom? Yes. Why are all these damn dishes in the sink? Me. I have a mommy kink. So I have to act like your mom? Me. Yes. Dies in a truck accident. You have severe trauma, but you are joking about it, so you are fine. Just failed Nopus November. Never mind, just drank it, we are all good. Was gonna say what's wrong with marrying a Discord mod, but then I looked him up, and he literally founded Reddit. Serena Williams crip walked for the culture, then went home to this guy. Dear Santa. Dear Santa, I want a baby brother for Christmas. Love, Sarek. Poke poke poke. Could be worse. Santa could go in personally. What's the worst thing you've done to your Sims? How you play the Sims may indicate if you have psychopathic traits. I made a killing area in the basement where the owner of the house would lock people in small cells and starve them to death. Then when the Grim Reaper arrives, he would paint the scene of them with the Grim Reaper and hang the portraits up in his secret gallery. My neighbors are talking shit about me while I'm outside smoking, saying I'm a bad mom, and they only hear me yelling at Phobe, and they have never seen me take my daughter out of the house. Phobe is my cat. I would so play into this. Phobe. No, you can't sit at the table. You must eat off the floor. Phobe. You're sleeping outside tonight. Phobe. Stop acting up. You give me no choice but to remove your uterus and ovaries. Italian police drove a Lamborghini Huracan 500 kilometers from Padua to Rome in just 2 hours, averaging 233 kilometers per hour, to deliver 2 donor kidneys for life-saving surgery. I wonder why they don't use a helicopter in such cases? Because Lamborghini. Opportunity for bonus organs. Finally someone. You find yourself on sale on dark web. Panic. It shows 1,000 people want to buy this. Panic. At least someone wants you. Cry. 4 in stock. Confus. One time a customer in Starbucks asked me to help him text this girl he really liked so he could ask her out. He asked if I wanted to see a photo of her, and I said yes, obviously, and he turned the phone round and the camera was facing me. Honestly, best work I've ever seen. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, you. Open camera, not photos. Open the right app, so I can see what she looks like. Oh sorry. Proceeds to open his gallery app, that is full of stalker photos of you at your home. Did you know you talk in your sleep? You also smell different when you're awake. Would you rather live in AOT, live in India, dying to monstrous creatures and horrific living conditions, or fighting titans? I like how they edited out the part where Mark licks his eyes out, moisturize them. The last thing you ate is what you have to name him. Dog. So that's what Japanese people's private parts are made of. People calling me Shrexist. Me who's not Shrexist, because Shrexism is wrong. Being wrong is for women. And I only hit them with my left. Cause women don't deserve rights. Bro, I love you for this. Get the Asuka one. Did you just kiss me? And on today's episode of Being Sad and Alone, I found out my toaster is waterproof. Your Sith name. Darth. Your name spelled backwards. Darth Anus. I hate this game. My name is Lana. No way bottom left's head isn't edited. I refuse to believe that exists. The Crimson Chin wants to speak to you. Crazy wrestling facts. Abraham Lincoln invented the choke slam. I'm sorry, Abraham Lincoln what? Apparently Lincoln was an avid boxer / wrestler. I don't know about the choke slam, but he holds a very successful record. Some indications stating 300 wins or more, with very few known losses. Only one officially recorded. He had to prepare for slave owners coming after him. Your Shrek's life is now called The Last Thing You Watched. What's its title? Mission Impossible. The Boys. We are pregnant. Baby coming April 2024. This is her tier 3 subs 9/11. Very excited to see her breasts get bigger and filled with delicious milk. We've seen influencer bath water. Can you imagine influence breast milk? That shit would be more expensive than gold. This is true, people. Just learned that cheetahs are really nervous animals and some zoos give them support dogs to relax. Yeah, chewing makes me relax too. New influencer just dropped. Influencer plummets to death while snapping waterfall selfie. Her influencer career had a sharp drop and a sudden stop. Large, unmarked, transparent capsule pill containing white powder found in my rental car. Is this something dodgy? Play it safe. Don't eat it. Pop it up your bum. In real life, auto farm bots when it got patched 1865. How does one measure the circumference of a vagina? Pie. Cream pie. Minions, is it really true you guys used to work for Hitler? No, silly, we only work for villains. My hamster's balls exploded. Sometimes in the mental hospital they drug you into submission and have Shreks with you. Is this from your experience? Yes, but I wasn't the patient. Oh. VTubers come. Zuckerberg does kinda look like a sperm. Throwback. Remember the Super Bowl where Mr. Peanut Ducking died? They busted a nut rib. Try voice command open butthole on your Tesla. What the duck, it just fingered my ass. Very important question. Cats or dogs? Cats are a bit more tender. Dogs kinda taste like chicken. It depends on how I'm feeling, really. PETA is probably the craziest charity out there. Probably. Name any other charity that kills 85-95% of its rescues. Make-A-Wish Foundation. I like you. When she sends you a video of her taking back shots and expects you to cry, but you just beat to it instead. Beating it and sending it to his parents, then ask her mother to be my Valentine. My grandpa had to work in 104-degree weather a few days ago. Free trial to a cremation. My horny ass cannot be a Pokemon trainer. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? They'd make a great Pokemon breeder though. Please give me the burger, I promise I will. I will not duck the burger, I'm just hungry in a non-Shrekshell sense. Me after giving it back. What are you talking about? Your burger always had mayo on it. Big booty boys. Yeah, that's all I need. Yet another woman that can't feel it when I go in. If my future son ever say he gay, I'ma have to sneak in his room and show him how a pussy feels to make sure he stay gay. How I lost my virginity to a Thin Mint cookie with pictures. I lost my virginity with my couch. You decide to finally unfreeze time after 6 months, only to find out everyone had remained conscious the whole time and is aware of what you did. Freeze time again and get rid of all the witnesses. You gonna get rid of your family? I think the author should go back to reading. You don't know me, but in 2012 I got into a car accident which left me paralyzed from the neck down. It's been a hard few years, but today I was overwhelmed with a soul-crippling urge to stand up and walk to the window just to throw this book out. Question for the guys. So what if you're being all cute with your girl, making out, you go to your bedroom and to be cute you throw her on the bed, except she hits her head on the headboard and ducking dies. What do? Hurry before the food gets cold. What's the weirdest thing someone has done to you during Shreks? I found a homeless girl behind a dumpster today. So I took her home and gave her a bath. She was pretty and things got passionate. So we started to make love. At one point I was shagging her so hard the noises that she made, you would have thought she was still alive. If you have to name your genital a movie, what would it be? Stuart Little. Where is the worst place to lose your virginity? At your funeral. Died a virgin, but not buried as one. Sometimes you have to go before you can come. What is the grossest thing you've ever done? When I was 9, I was too lazy to leave my bedroom and go to the toilet, so I shit in a plastic bag and hid it at the back of my wardrobe so my mum wouldn't find it. My mum found it a few months later. What do we want more than anything right now? A baby. This guy doesn't have friends, because if he did, they would not let him do this shit. I become a different person when I get horny. You aren't you when you're horny. Snickers. Snickers make you nut too. I nut in Snickers. I mean, how do you think they get all those nuts in there? Bro got rizzed up in front of everyone. Damn, she colonized him. Colonization. Now what is this comment? It's just arousing to me that a girl cuts her skin out of pure sadness and rage. It just makes me think how satisfying it would be to grape someone like her. When I was younger I saw someone eat a pigeon at my dad's wedding, and I would do it again, should circumstances allow. Using mind control to drive a car. Imagine a kid jumps on the road and you go oh shit, a kid, and the car goes even faster. Or just don't force someone into a concrete barrier. Schumacher was fast, but a lot of people forget he was dirty as duck. Unless they push his hospital bed off a mountain, he's never going that fast again. Japan leads world in childless middle-aged women. Japan leads the world. Norway is opening a whale watching museum in the shape of a whale fin. A place to observe whales. In my country it's called McDonald's. Which is cuter? Like for the dog. Comment for the cat. The cutest part is that they are both being strangled by something. Who do you think farted the most on set? Mike. Yep. He's the oldest, therefore his asshole is loosest. Bet that shit sounded like bubble wrap. Looks like frost, but it's spider season in Australia. Burn the whole country. Bro. We already tried that 2 years ago. What are the worst things to say right after Shreks? Thanks, Grandma. Here's your dentures back. Oh god. I'm learning new things about myself. Love the energy. Everyone is learning something new about themselves and everyone is accepting who they are. Stay hard. Dear Santa, I swear I've been a good boy this year. Mermaids are real. They are delusions of Shrek's deprived sailors who mistook manatees for women. Manatee writes, Disney needs to tell the real mermaid story. A sailor ducking an aquatic mammal after being Shrek's deprived for weeks and bleeding from the gums from scurvy. Duck the fishy Disney. Duck the fishy. Fish are friends, not duck toys. If manatees aren't meant to be ducked, why did God make them so damn Shreksy? The object to your left is going up your ass. How bad is the damage? I read the post. I look at my left. My sister is looking at me with a smug face as she also read the post. Duck. I never had Shreks with a girl. L-I-V-E. Goodbye. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college. Just moo. All fun and games until. The problem is we start our day on cell phones, not on our knees. I'm not sucking dick first thing in the morning. What would be the most painful way to die? Getting all your skin peeled off and getting rolled in sand. Then left in the desert with no water. Waiting for the buzzards. Replace sand with salt. Why not both? And instead of no water, add lemon water rain. then bake at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Garnish with a sprig of parsley. How do I feel normal? I'm a mom. I was walking in the hallway when I saw my son's girlfriend giving him a blowjob, but they did not see me. I saw everything, and his penis is huge, like at least 10 inches. I feel awkward around him now. How do I feel normal again? Well, if porn has taught me anything, the only option is join in. Always cut your dates inside to see if there's mold. I cut up my date and now he's screaming. What do I do next? Pilot proposes to girlfriend mid-flight in heartwarming video. My co-pilot of love and life. Imagine watching him walk back to the cockpit if she said no. Is 15 a lot? Depends on the context. Body count? No. Body count? Yes. My body count increases with my body count. What's been the most embarrassing moment you had during Shreks? My tooth fell out right into her mouth and she swallowed it. Bro over here banging the tooth fairly. The ducking gender swapped my flash game elementals. Damn liberals. I too prefer firecock and squirt girl over limp dick and hot girl piss. Beauty standards for women in some countries. The throat goat. I'm sorry. A stray shot from someone yesterday almost hit my head while I was playing Apex. At most missed me by 3 inches and hit my left monitor. What the duck is life? Bro almost got third partied. This is the first ever unlimited money glitch. People are betting money on Ellen having another baby. At this rate, Ellen's kids are gonna need a family reunion just to meet their own siblings and a captcha to prove they're related. I hate using plastic, so I pick up my dog's shit with my bare hands. I wish more people would actually care about the earth. But then you gotta throw it in the trash that uses plastic bags. Just eat it like me, bro. Waitress. How do you like your steak? Man. Same way I like my Shreks. Waitress. So very rare then. Bloody bud still slightly breathing and pleading for its life. How the duck is Stuart Little 2 feet 3 and everyone thinks he's cute and smart, but I'm 4 feet 8 and suddenly I'm too pathetic to get into parties. What the duck? Stuart Little had a 14-inch cock. Did you know? Metro train passing through blocks of apartments in China. You're not special. In America we have planes passing through buildings. Lol, I've been pressing Xanax with estrogen and selling it to high schoolers. Is this the fentanyl my son was talking about? If Eco is EI's daughter, then what's name of Raiden's daughter? Ah yes, Gen Z can make arts of families, but can never make a family themselves in real life. I was supposed to be father before my fiance with our child got hit by a truck. Shut the duck up. If you're bigger than 4 inches you can be next. 2 1/2 take it or leave it. Way too big, bro. I'm 1/2 long and 4 inches wide. They call me tuna can. The game you last played is a new Shrek's position. Russian roulette. What if, like, and hear me out, nobody invades anybody for like 2 years and we take all the world's military and science budgets and put them into bringing back the dinosaurs. Yeah? And then we use them for war. Lol. No, wait. Do you think Gru stuck his whole nose in there when they did it? First look at Gru Jr. in Despicable Me 4 in theaters on July 3rd. Damn girl, you were made so perfect I'd suck your dad's disc just to get the recipe. What is he going to do with the recipe? Bake it in his sister's oven? Or even better, take it directly from her dad and put it straight into her mom's ass? You gotta stay close to the original recipe. What is the most annoying thing about having a penis? Showing a presentation in front of the class while having an erection. Bro, we couldn't afford laser pointers at my school. We just had to make do with what we had. When I see those people at school who sit by themselves at lunch and have no one to talk to in class. This was me when I was younger. Probably why I started beating my children. Dear editors, what innocent search on Google turn out to be porn? Well, when Pokemon X and Y came out, some issues happened when kids went on Google and typed Pokemon X videos without specifying what exactly they were looking for. There is one 4th of July that always sticks out for me, 1997. That's the year my stepdad pulled me aside from the fireworks show to reveal he bought a grenade. He tossed it off a cliff and just he and I saw it. I started calling him dad. The man earned it. That was a dark year for me. Me and my dad were at the Grand Canyon for 4th of July and then, out of nowhere, he just blew up right beside me. Why Velma have to have that dump truck though? What episode is this? Please respond. Holy duck, I caught my older brother watching porn. What do I do? Find out if he watches the same type of porn you do, and then you have something to talk about. Mother who praised her incredible ex-husband for how he was handling their divorce, shot and killed by her ex-husband. Good on her for still letting him empty a load in her despite being divorced. I could take both. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. They really gave duckable hits to the Transformers. I'm not complaining. An asteroid has a 2% chance of hitting Earth in 2032. It's 40 to 90 meters wide. Planet killers start at 1 kilometer. So it could cause some serious local destruction, but won't wipe us out. Don't be so negative. Let him flip. He can't get paralyzed. You come home from a 16-hour shift and see your wife made this. What you do next? Eat it, then say thank you, and then eat the food. Giving her the best 17 seconds and 3 inches at 20 miles per hour of her life.